The crystalline halls of the Galactic Council chamber buzzed with tension as Ambassador HFY of the Vorthak Empire stepped forward, his four arms spread wide in a gesture of finality. The assembled representatives of 12 species watched as he activated the holo display, showing Earth's blue marble suspended in the cosmic void. "The motion is clear." HFY's voice resonated through the chamber's universal translators. "Humanity has violated the cosmic accord 17 times in the past solar cycle. Their expansion is unchecked, their military buildup alarming, and their creativity in warfare disturbs the natural order." Murmurs of agreement rippled through the chamber. The ethereal collective's representative, a being of pure energy contained within a containment field, pulsed with approval. "They refuse to follow established protocols. Their ships appear where they shouldn't, using technologies we don't understand. They hack our networks with primitive binary code," added the cybernetic nexus delegate, optical sensors flickering with irritation. "It should be impossible, yet they penetrate our quantum firewalls with ancient Earth computer languages." Captain Sarah Chen sat in the human delegation's corner, her weathered face betraying nothing as she listened to the accusations. Beside her, Admiral Marcus Torres leaned back in his chair, almost casual in his posture despite the gravity of the situation. "The vote is unanimous," HFY declared. "By order of the Galactic Council, humanity is hereby expelled from galactic civilization. All trade agreements are dissolved, all diplomatic relations severed. Earth and its colonies are to be quarantined indefinitely." Sarah stood slowly, her dress uniform pristine, despite the weeks of travel to reach this distant station. "With respect, Ambassador HFY, you seem to be under the impression that we came here to ask for permission." The chamber fell silent. Admiral Torres rose beside her, a slight smile playing at the corners of his mouth. "Did you really think," he began, his voice carrying clearly through the vast space, "that we'd build our entire civilization around your approval?" The Vorthak ambassador's secondary arms twitched, a sign of confusion among his species. "What are you saying, human?" Sarah activated her own holo display, showing star charts that made several delegates lean forward in their seats. Red dots marked human colonies, but there were far more than the Council had recorded. Hundreds more. "While you've been debating our fate," Sarah continued, "we've been busy. Those unauthorized expansions you mentioned, they weren't unauthorized by us. We never agreed to your expansion limitations in the first place." "Impossible," hissed the Serpentine Collective's representative. "Our sensors would have detected—" "Your sensors detect what we want them to detect," Torres interrupted. "Stealth technology is remarkably simple when you think outside the box. Something about human ingenuity, we're told. The energy being, of the ethereal collective pulsed rapidly, their equivalent of stammering. The quantum firewalls, the impossible code breaches. Oh, those. Sarah's smile was sharp. Binary code isn't primitive when you understand how to make quantum systems think it is. Your AIs were so advanced they couldn't comprehend something as simple as ones and zeros being used as a Trojan horse. HFY's four arms were now gesticulating. Wildly, this is exactly why humanity must be contained. Your unpredictability threatens the stability of your control, Torres finished. Let me save you some time, Ambassador. 3 hours ago, every major communication hub in Council space received the same message. It was very simple. Humanity formally withdraws from the Galactic Council, effective immediately. The chamber erupted in chaos. Delegates shouted in a dozen languages while their translators struggled to keep up. Sarah waited for the noise to die down before continuing. You see, while you were building your grand civilization on rules and protocols and the assumption that everyone would play nicely, we humans were doing what we do best, adapting, improvising, and preparing for the day when diplomacy wouldn't be enough. She gestured to the star chart, zooming in on the human colonies. Every one of these worlds is self-sufficient. Everyone has shipyards. Everyone has been producing vessels that your sensors have never detected because they use materials and principles your physics models said were impossible. We've been reverse engineering every piece of alien technology we could get our hands on, Torres added. Then we improved it. Turns out, when you're not bound by that's not how things are done, you find remarkably elegant solutions. The Nexus delegate's optical array focused intensely on the humans. Are you threatening the Council? Sarah's expression softened into something almost pitying. Threaten? No, we're informing you. You've spent so much time maintaining the status quo that you've forgotten what it means to truly innovate. You've made yourselves comfortable, predictable. Humans don't do comfortable, Torres said. We do impossible. Zexthai's voice cracked slightly. What do you want? Nothing from you, Sarah replied. We wanted to be part of your galactic community, to contribute and learn, but you've made it clear that our way of thinking is unwelcome, so we'll build our own community with blackjack and the kind of technological advancement that comes from not being afraid to break things. She deactivated the holo display and moved toward the exit. Oh, and Ambassador, that quarantine you mentioned, you might want to reconsider who's actually being quarantined. Torres paused at the chamber's threshold. Fair warning, the galaxy just became a much more interesting place. Try to keep up. As the human delegates left, emergency klaxons began blaring throughout the station. The Nexus delegate's panicked voice cut through the noise. Council Fleet Command is reporting massive energy signatures appearing across 17 sectors simultaneously, ships of unknown configuration appearing from nowhere in the observation. Deck, Sarah, and Torres watched as sleek vessels materialized around the Council station, ships that defied conventional design, bristling with technologies that shouldn't exist. Think they'll learn? Torres asked. Sarah watched the Council delegates scrambling at their stations below. Eventually, humans have a way of being very educational. The vessels hung in space like a promise and a warning, while Earth's children prepared to write their own rules among the stars.